Welcome to the channel Daily Motivational Quotes. My dear friends, let me share with you a truth that often hides behind our fears. Failure is not the end. It is merely a step, sometimes a painful one, on the path to growth. When I first came to the monastery, I believed that perfection was the goal. Every mistake I made, every lesson I struggled to learn, felt like a sign that I wasn't good enough. One day, as I sat by the river, frustrated with myself, my teacher came to me. He handed me a clay pot and said, "Fill it with water from the river and bring it back to me." I eagerly rushed to the water, but in my haste I stumbled and the pot broke. I stood there ashamed, thinking I had failed. When I returned empty-handed, he smiled and said, "Ah, but look closer at the shards. The river's water has polished the edges. Even in breaking, the pot has changed, becoming something new." It was then that I began to see failure differently. Each setback wasn't a sign to stop. It was an opportunity to transform, to learn, and to grow. Let me share with you 3 lessons I've carried from this moment onward. Lesson 1, embrace the pain, but don't stay there. Failure often feels like a wound, doesn't it? Sharp, raw, and unbearable. But wounds heal when we tend to them. When we sit with the discomfort of failure, without judgment, it teaches us. Ask yourself, what is this moment trying to show me? Remember, pain is a teacher, not a punishment. Avoiding it only keeps you stuck, but facing it with courage allows you to move forward, lighter and wiser.
Lesson 2. Redefine what failure means. Who decides what failure is? Society may tell you that success is about achieving goals, winning prizes, or being the best. But true success lies in persistence, not perfection. A great tree does not grow tall overnight. Its roots dig deep into the soil, twisting through rock and dirt, seeking nourishment. In every failed attempt, it gains strength and stability. So, redefine failure. Let it be the root that strengthens your foundation rather than the storm that topples you. Lesson 3. Begin again with compassion. Often, our harshest critic is ourselves. We replay our mistakes, convincing ourselves that we are unworthy. But let me ask you this. Would you speak to a friend the way you speak to yourself? Start anew, not with self-criticism, but with self-compassion. Begin again, just as the sun rises each morning, without dwelling on the darkness of the night before. Each moment is a chance to rebuild, to take a step forward, no matter how small. Remember, even the tallest mountains are climbed one step at a time.
Now let's take a moment together. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine a failure that has been weighing on you. Visualize holding it in your hands. Now as you exhale, imagine setting it down, gently, like placing a stone by the riverbank. Feel the lightness. Know that failure is not your enemy. It is your guide, pointing you toward a stronger, wiser version of yourself.
My friends, failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it shape you into the person you are meant to become. If this message has touched your heart, I encourage you to share it with someone who may need a reminder of their own resilience. And if you'd like to join me in exploring more life lessons and reflections, please subscribe to Daily Motivational Quotes. Together, let's walk this path of growth and self-discovery. Until next time, remember, the river flows onward, carrying both smooth stones and jagged shards, shaping them all into something beautiful.